The necklace is done. The outfit is built around the necklace, and I say necklace, but it's really like body chain necklace. But now that I have this, I can start working on the top that goes with it. So I'm going to make asymmetrical top that goes on my left shoulder. This goes around the neck and then comes around the right shoulder. And I'm gonna use this denim. These are the pants that we're doing with it. And I want it to be raw edges, and I want all the style lines to also have raw edges, but I want it to be structured and kind of corseted. Not messy looking, but a little messy looking. Obviously we're working with a pair of jeans, so we're gonna be working with limited materials as always. So we'll see what we can do with it. I wanna use an underwire in it, so I want it to have a visual corset element. You can see the underwire and you can see the corseted pieces down here. I have an underwire that I thrifted in this bikini top, and then I also have an underwire that I just purchased outright. The main difference between these two is that this one has a way higher peak and this one is a little bit more subtle. I guess that will probably be the deciding factor, is just what I want the vibe to be. Let's see what this one looks like though. Actually, they kind of come up the same. Yeah, this one's just narrower, so I'll end up using one of them. I'm gonna be using this strapless bra kind of as like almost a pattern, and this smaller underwire, the one that I got from the bikini top, fits a little bit better. This one, as I mentioned, is just a little bit too wide. We are gonna use this one and we're gonna get to some pattern making. What I have here in blue is what is going to be the front of my bodice under the bust, and I'm going to cut it on the fold so that way it's all one piece. And what I want to do is I just want to have exposed boning on the outside, so I don't need to panel in. I don't need to like create a bunch of different panels for my bodice. I'm just going to make one bodice piece and then put exposed boning on the outside of it, and then we're going to have the back piece going up in one. And now we need to do the bust piece, which is going to be tricky considering the underwire we're working with. This is my lower bodice piece under the bust. I dropped this down because I know I want some sort of style line, and so I want to make sure that I have enough cut for that. I'm gonna cut this piece, and I'm cutting it twice. Not even taking the time to disassemble the jeans. It's not worth it. But I need to remember to add seam allowance here because I thought I was gonna cut that on the fold, but I can't. Let's just sew this center front together so that we don't forget. Perfect, that's great. I'm thinking that because it comes up and it's not like a very low wire, I think I do have to have probably some sort of seam line right here. Divide the top, the shoulder's gonna be up here. Divide it into like this piece and this piece with a seam line right here, so that way we can get into this corner. I don't know, I've just never done anything like this before, so we're gonna try that. Okay, the angle was way too far this way. I'm gonna straighten up the angle. Try to get our second side done here. If I do this though, it's gonna look like armor, denim armor, I think. I just wanted this to be one continuous piece, but I don't really want this divot to be here, but I don't know if maybe I can't do that with the bend here. I could just put a piece of boning in here instead of doing the underwire. I wouldn't be mad about that actually, and just like way lower this. So I could maybe just do like a normal, I don't know if we're gonna get away from that with how this underwire is. Let's just roll with it for a second and see what we can do. This is so hard to see, but I think I like it. It's really hard to tell. So I think I'm gonna go for it and try it out and see what it ends up looking like at the cost of it looking really bad. And if that's the case, we'll figure it out. In the meantime, we're gonna figure out back. We're gonna make it too wide on purpose. I don't know how much room I'm gonna need, and I won't until I'm in there. We can always renegotiate the center back and make it tighter, but I'm not gonna have room to recut and make it looser, so be mindful of that. Actually, I want all of my grain line going the same way, so I'm gonna change my cut. This is gonna make it go side to side, and I want it to go up and down just like the front does. I have the bodice base and the back put together, and I'm gonna start cutting out my top in the denim. I think I am gonna have to rework it, so I'm gonna cut it large and then hopefully rework it on body. I think I cut it out wrong. After I even told myself not to. Stupid, stupid, stupid. All right, well, take two. And we'll see if we have enough fabric. Well. This fits better here anyway. That's okay. It's all okay. It's all okay. When I piece this top together, I'm gonna wanna be able to try it on and baste it onto the corset. So I'm gonna finish the corset top before I move on to the top. So I'm gonna put my zipper on. My zipper is much too long, but I'm gonna shorten it at the end. I'm just gonna attach it, and I'm going to start putting my boning channels on here, and I'm gonna do my boning channels in unfinished edge denim. So hopefully, I just want it to give some density. I'm not necessarily looking for style lines, but I do want it to fray after I wash it, so that way it's a little bit more almost rustic. So I'm gonna do my boning channel, and then I'll do stylized boning channels once I figured this out and put my zipper on. I tried one channel, and it's the moment of truth to see if my boning slides in there. We shall see. It's a very snug fit, which is good, and it works. So yay, that means we can do the other ones, and that means that we can figure out the shape that we want on the front here. I've got my zipper on. Again, I haven't shortened it. I'm not going to shorten it until I'm totally done. And I have 3 boning lines in so far. I'm going to put my top together, baste it on here, and kind of see what we're working with. After I've done the top, I'll have to unstitch it to add my decorative boning lines. And I'm going to decide where I want this to hit because I want it to be asymmetrical down here, up this shoulder. Here is the draft of the top, I guess. Let's attach it, baste it on, and try it and see how it looks. It's going to look a little funky because I'm not going to be able to cut out seam allowances or anything yet, but we just want to see what the overall shape is looking like and make sure that the bust is fitting well. I'm gonna try it on, but I just realized a really dumb mistake I made. I have the back all like done, but there's no shoulder attachment. But I've been thinking about it and I think it could be fun to do like just some lines of denim rather than having it full. So that might be a good pivot because, oops, kind of looks like denim armor, does it not? I rock with it. Maybe like right next to the zipper on the other side. Oh, it's a little weird. It needs to be like crossbody.
Or like at least this one.
Oh yeah, I'm not mad at that. What if this goes to like here?
I don't mind that. Okay, we commit to all of them being on the opposite side.
Okay. Yep.
Yeah, much better.
Yeah.
I love that.
I'm really happy with this so far. We're gonna make some edits though. First I need to cut this down. Something needs to be tightened up here. It might be a couple different things, but I need to just cut this down. Okay. Underwire, if it was placed here, be sitting a little bit above it. I think center back needs to come in. This needs to be taken in as well on both sides. But honestly, for like such a loose draft, I'm really happy with it. Like really happy. So a win is a win. And I'd like to start to see what it would look like to do an asymmetrical hit over here. Oh yeah. Okay, we're for sure doing asymmetrical. There's tons of boning and stuff in here, but there's also underwire and there's also shoulder tension. So I don't know that I need this to come all the way down to my waist. We'll figure out the bottom hemline when we figure out the neckline, which is after we do all this shebang. And I love this. Trying to decide if I do the style lines here too. Maybe I'll just do them here. Adjustments have been made and now I'm gonna do a couple more boning channels. After I do those two, I'm gonna do my underbust and then I'm gonna run my underwire through it. So I can do maybe a final try on before I finish edges. I'm considering doing another boning channel back here just so that the back doesn't crunch and so it continues the design onto the back, but I haven't really decided that yet. All I'm doing for my boning channels is I'm cutting 1/2 inch of denim and it is fraying like I want it to. Well, not like I want it to. I do want it to fray. It's not fraying exactly the way I hoped it would, but it is fraying. So it's giving some dimension. I'm not gonna do any boning channels here because I don't necessarily want to draw attention to the seam lines there, but I am gonna do a little edge to the top neckline so that hopefully you still see this and you still see this and hopefully these seam lines blend in a little bit. I'm gonna finish those seams before I put the underbust channeling on. Nailed that. Moment of truth. Let's see if this works. Money, money, money. That's gonna look so good. Oh my gosh. I can't wait to put this on. Wow. Eee! I'm thrilled. I'm thrilled. Next step is shortening the zipper to the top of here. I know I'm gonna add a little bit of a trim, but I just want it to meet the top of where it needs to hold on to essentially. So I'm gonna take the teeth off and I'm gonna add a little stopper so that it looks just like the top of this. I'm loading up all my channels with boning. I have this one left. What I'm doing as I'm putting the boning in is I am curving the end of it and then burning it to melt it down so that it doesn't have sharp corners. And this does a couple things. If it doesn't have the corners, it makes it a lot easier to feed it through the boning channel. And then if it doesn't have any sharp edges at all, it's way less likely to poke through the end of my boning channel after wear and tear. So it's helping me in the present, but then it's also helping the longevity of the garment. And I just use the butt of the lighter to dampen the melted plastic so that way it'll slide in. If your boning channels aren't as tight, you probably won't have an issue with your corners catching, but I knew that I made them very tight and I knew it was likely that they were gonna not slide in very easily. It's decision time for neckline and hemline, so I had to put the full fit on. I can't really put the necklace on by myself though, so it's just resting. It's just sitting on me. I am, for the most part, really liking the neckline. I'm thinking just to smooth it out. This is gonna sit pretty high. I can't decide if I like this long. If I shorten it, I have to shorten the zipper again, which is annoying, but I could do it. But I'm liking the asymmetry here. I'm just not liking necessarily how full coverage it is, but it would be nice to be able to wear it after a music festival. And if I go way shorter, probably wouldn't be super awesome for anything else. And I kind of like it coming down into a square, how it is right here. I don't know, is that crazy of me? I think I will raise this up a little bit. I think like here. I kind of like it coming out to this point. I'm gonna leave it here. And for this, I'm just gonna kind of smooth this out. I love it. And I'm only gonna do 2 straps in the back. 3 is kind of cute because it would mimic what I have going on here. If I have 1 here, then it looks like I have 3. You know what I mean? Oh my gosh, I'm loving how this is turning out. Can't wait to finish it. I just love it when I'm good at what I do. And this looks insane. I did the top. I left these undone because I'm gonna have to splice in another one to make the strap, and I'm going to back the strap with a little bit of elastic because the denim itself will stretch out and I want it to be able to hold some tension. So I'm gonna back it with some clear elastic, run it under the cover stitch so it just looks like what this looks like with the black cover stitching underneath it. And now I'm just gonna come and do the bottom, same as I did the top. Before I do that, I have to cut down all my bonings. So I'm gonna scrunch it all the way to the top, see where I need the length to be. I'll trim it, and then I need to trim it about 1/2 inch shorter. So this one I have pushed up to the very top as far as it can go. Grab my boning scissors. I'm gonna pinch it right here, right at the edge, and I'm gonna use my boning scissors to slide it out a little bit. And then I'm gonna shorten it up 1/2 inch, maybe even a little bit more than that because I really don't want to break a needle. And I'm gonna cut, pull it out even more, and I'm gonna do the same thing that I did with the top ones because this is gonna be at my waist and I don't want it to be pokey. So I'm gonna round out the edges and burn them, and I hope that this makes it comfier to wear. So I'll do that with all of them, and then I'm gonna finish the bottom hemline. And then she's gonna be done! Oh my gosh. I also need to fix this up a little bit because that's coming up, but details.